Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. The auction covered in today's video is on the graphic above, and a big shout out to the newest member to join the channel since I last edited videos, Ryan Wagner. Thank you for the support, Ryan. And kicking off today's list at number 50 is this 1993 Stadium Club First Day issue Michael Jordan, card number 1. This was a PSA 6 that received 19 bids, and it sold for $174. Up next at number 49 is this 1993 Fleer NBA Superstars Michael Jordan, card number 7. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 10 bids, and it sold for $180. Coming in at number 48 is this 1994 SP Red Michael Jordan, card number MJ1. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 16 bids, and it sold for $180. Up next at number 47 is Michael Jordan's 1990 Panini sticker, sticker number 91. This was a PSA 10 that received 10 bids, and it also sold for $180. Coming in at number 46 is this 1994 Collector's Choice Silver Signature Michael Jordan, card number 240. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 8 bids, and it sold for $186. Up next at number 45 is this 1993 Ultra Michael Jordan, card number 30. This was a PSA 10 that received 9 bids, and it sold for just short of $200. And we're sticking to the same set at number 44 with this 1993 Ultra Inside Outside Michael Jordan, card number 4. This was a PSA 9 that received 17 bids, and it sold for $234. Coming in at number 43 is Michael Jordan's 1992 Topps Gold, card number 115G. This gold parallel was in a BGS 9.5 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $264. Up next at number 42 is this 1988 Basket 16 Michael Jordan, card number 14. This hand-cut Jordan was in a PSA 2 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $288. Coming in at number 41 is this 1993 Stadium Club Michael Jordan Members Only Beam Team, card number 4. This was a CGC 7.5 that received 16 bids, and it sold for $288. And kicking off the top 40 of today's list is this 1992 Topps Gold Michael Jordan, card number 141. This was a PSA 10 that received 22 bids, and it sold for $312. Up next at number 39 is this 1990 Skybox Michael Jordan, card number 41. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $336. And we're headed back to the 1980s at number 38 with Michael Jordan's 1987 sticker, sticker number 146. This was a PSA 6 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $336. Coming in at number 37 is this 1992 Upper Deck Michael Jordan Team MVPs, card number TM5. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $360. Up next at number 36 is this 1993 Stadium Club Michael Jordan. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it sold for just over $400. Coming in at number 35 is Michael Jordan's 1994 Flair, card number 326. This was a PSA 10 that received 31 bids, and it sold for $420. Up next at number 34 is this 1993 Upper Deck 3 Straight featuring Michael Jordan, card number SP4. This was a PSA 10 that received 16 bids, and it sold for $432. Coming in at number 33 is this 1994 Collector's Choice Gold Signature Michael Jordan, card number 204. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 26 bids, and it sold for $456. Up next at number 32 is Michael Jordan's 1992 Stadium Club Beam Team insert with card number 1. This was a PSA 8 that received 28 bids, and it sold for just short of $500. And we're headed back to the 1980s at number 31 with Michael Jordan's base card from the 1987 Fleer basketball set, card number 59. This was a PSA 8 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $516. And kicking off the top 30 of today's list is this 1993 Ultra All-NBA Michael Jordan, card number 2. This was a PSA 10 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $630. Up next at number 29 is this 1994 Skybox Emotion Intense Michael Jordan, card number N3. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 21 bids, and it also sold for $630. Coming in at number 28 is this 1993 Upper Deck All-NBA Michael Jordan, card number AN4. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $660. Up next at number 27 is Michael Jordan's 1994 SP Championship Playoff Heroes, card number P2. This die cut was in a PSA 10 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $720. Coming in at number 26 is this 1993 Fleer Michael Jordan Sharpshooter, card number 3. This was a PSA 10 that received 34 bids, and it also sold for $720. Coming in at number 25 is this 1994 Upper Deck Nintendo Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 16 bids, and it sold for $780. Up next at number 24 is this 1993 Upper Deck Johnny Kilroy, card number JK1. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 45 bids, and it sold for $810. Coming in at number 23 is this 1987 NBA Michael Jordan, card number 33. This was a PSA 6 that received 21 bids, and it also sold for $810. Up next at number 22 is this 1994 Finest Michael Jordan, card number 331. This was a PSA 10 that received 31 bids, and it sold for $870. Coming in at number 21 is this 1988 Bulls Edmonds Michael Jordan, card number 23. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $870. And kicking off the top 20 of today's list is Michael Jordan's 1993 Finest Refractor, card number 1. This refractor that was in a SGC authenticated slab received 26 bids, and it sold for $870. Up next at number 19 is this 1994 SP Silver Michael Jordan, card number MJ1. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 46 bids, and it sold for just short of $1,000. Coming in at number 18 is this 1993 Finest Michael Jordan, card number 1. This was a PSA 10 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $1,140. Up next at number 17 is Michael Jordan's 1993 Ultra Famous Nicknames insert with card number 7. This was a PSA 10 that received 22 bids, and it also sold for $1,140. Up next at number 16 is Michael Jordan's 1988 Spanish Panini sticker, sticker number 76. This was a BGS 9 that received 54 bids, and it sold for $1,290. Coming in at number 15 is this 1993 Stadium Club Members Only Michael Jordan, card number 169. This was a PSA 10 that received 19 bids, and it sold for $1,320. Up next at number 14 is this 1993 Stadium Club Members Only Michael Jordan, card number 181. This was a PSA 10 that received 31 bids, and it sold for $1,440. Coming in at number 13 is Michael Jordan's 1992 Stadium Club Members Only Beam Team, card number 1. This was a PSA 9 that received 42 bids, and it sold for $1,560. Up next at number 12 is this 1991 Skybox Mini Michael Jordan, card number 7. This was a PSA 10 that received 30 bids, and it sold for $1,590. Coming in at number 11 is Michael Jordan's 1990 Legends magazine insert with card number 16. This was a PSA 10 that received 22 bids, and it also sold for $1,590. And kicking off the top 10 of today's list is Michael Jordan's 1994 Finest Refractor, card number 331. This was a PSA 9 that received 36 bids, and it sold for $1,620. Up next at number 9 is this 1987 Market Com Sports Illustrated Michael Jordan, card number 16. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 20 bids, and it sold for $1,710. Coming in at number 8 is this 1989 KOS Michael Jordan, card number 123. This was a PSA 3 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $2,100. Up next at number 7 is this 1988 Basket 16 Michael Jordan, card number 13. This was a PSA 8 that received 31 bids, and it sold for $3,000 even. And we're headed back to the mid-1990s at number 6 with this 1994 Collector's Choice Michael Jordan Checklist Gold Signature, card number 420. This was a PSA 10 that received 34 bids, and it sold for $4,200. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is Michael Jordan's 1993 Ultra Scoring Kings insert with card number 5. This was a PSA 9 that received 34 bids, and it sold for $4,200. Up next at number 4 is this 1992 Fleer Michael Jordan Total D, card number 5. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 19 bids, and it sold for $4,440. Coming in at number 3 is this 1988 Fleer Michael Jordan, card number 17. This was a PSA 10 that received 37 bids, and it sold for $4,560. Up next at number 2 is Michael Jordan's 1988 Fleer All-Star card with card number 120. This was a PSA 10 that received 45 bids, and it sold for $7,200. And topping off today's list at number 1 is Michael Jordan's 1989 Kenner starting lineup 1-on-1. This was a PSA 10 that received 44 bids, and it sold for $15,000. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.